Hey team, not gonna lie, that one was horrendous. Oh, my everything hurts. Now, you might remember, yesterday started this 1 month of running a mile every day. Running isn't my thing. I woke up this morning and felt like absolute poo pie. So I think that is clearly identifying the fact that I've got an allergic reaction, or I'm just not built for running. Remember I said that in the last one? I honestly think I woke up this morning and my body was like, what the shit? And then it was like, don't do that again, I'm gonna make you ill. I was like, cheers mate, it's only day 2. Cut some slack. It's raining. Quite frankly, I don't care. I like the rain. So I hope your month is going well. So what did I learn about myself today? That I'm stupid sometimes. Trying to remain motivated, trying to remain positive. But let me tell you, it was tough. Okay, so I was really trying to work on a couple of things. When you first start running, try and scout any routes that you have in your area or nearby that you can actually run. Make sure the routes are safe. So I've got footpaths if you have, or a clear sort of verge where you can separate yourself from vehicles if you're having to run along roadsides. So I've got a loop. So I find that when I run, to help you get motivated, I need a clear start and finish, and that's normally in the sense of a loop. So once I've done like a lap, then my mind is like, yes, we're done. Obviously where I'm running at the moment, I have to do 2 laps in order to calculate the mile, which is fine because then I know that after the second lap, once I get round, I'm done. So it's trying to find those key motivating factors that give you those triggers to say, yes, I can do this. If you just told me to run in a straight line and then I had to run back the same way, I don't know, my brain works really weird. It wouldn't like that. It just wants to know that there's a clear loop and change in scenery to some degree. So yes, so that's day 2 done. I'm proud of myself. I've got to get ready for work. My body is not feeling great today. So also, when you're starting out your running, obviously a half decent pair of shoes. Don't try and cheapy it. Try and get yourself a half decent pair. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can still find a good pair of running shoes from most sports retailers, and you know, even £40. You can get some half decent running shoes for about £40. And again, it's an investment. If you do go cheap and you find yourself in Primark, no disrespect to them, but you buy their trainers for like a tenner and decide that you want to go and run a marathon, you're probably going to end up with some sort of leg, ankle, knee, hip issues, because they're not going to give you the support and the conditioning that you might need from shoes that are good to run in. The ones I'm using are some old Adidas ones that I had. You sort of have to break them in a little bit, so it might hurt for the first couple of days, but then you get used to it. I used to have a pair. I don't know if the make exists anymore. I think it's called Saucony. That's how I used to pronounce it. But otherwise, New Balance are really good for running shoes. Most name brands will have a good section of running shoes, so check them out, because it can be worth, like I say, investing. And then today, because I was feeling rough, I had to find a rhythm that worked for me. So start off slow. Even if your jogging pace is just a little bit quicker than your walking pace, you're still going to put that extra effort on the body. You're still going to challenge the muscles, the joints, everything is going to have to work that bit harder, because you're adding that additional impact to the body. But it's still not as great as if you were trying to full-on sprint the circuit or whatever you're doing. So bear that in mind as well. Pace yourself. And then I tend to get into a breathing rhythm. Like today, I had to try and find a rhythm that worked with the fact that my body is clearly fighting something. And it was, I usually either go for a 2 in, 2 out. So every 2 steps, I sort of breathe in. Every 2 steps, I breathe out. And then when I find that feels a bit like I'm hyperventilating, I do a couple of 4. So I'll do like a 4-step breathe in, 4-step breathe out. Do you know what? This stuff works for me, but it's finding that rhythm that works for you. So, you know, it's about trying these things, because running, I'm sorry, is ridiculous. But yes, so what you want to do also is get into a bit of a stride. So get your stride pattern right. Don't try and stretch your legs too long. You want to make sure that you're planting your feet sort of when you're first starting out, almost like directly under the body, or just slightly in front, landing not necessarily on your toes, but you know, from the ball of the foot to the midfoot, so you're not doing like a heel strike. Because what sometimes you find is if you're running, let's say, faster, every heel strike almost acts like a bit of a brake. It's like you're slowing yourself with every step, and that can send shockwaves through the joints, which can cause a bit more aches and pains. But again, your running style works for you, so find that one that works for you. Oh, and then yes, just keep the pace and the stride manageable. If you're exerting more energy than you feel that you should, then just make the steps a little bit shorter. If you find that you're quite tall, you might want to take the legs a little bit longer, depending on, again, what works for you. So don't try and see that one rule is for everyone. In the amateur field of running, that's where I'm at. You know, you just want to make sure you get around it so you can tell the tale. I'm secretly staying out in the rain so that when I get home they can see that it looks like I'm more sweaty than I actually was. So let me know how you're getting on. Again, hit me up, add your comments if you need to. Please give me some motivation. It's only day 2. Who knows? I wonder what day it is I'll start enjoying it. So for now, have a great day, and I'll catch up with you soon. Peace.